Hello, football enthusiasts and Manchester City supporters. If you're the type who never misses a match and loves staying up to date with the latest football news, get ready for a complete and exciting analysis. We'll discuss City's recent moves in the transfer market, the challenges Pep Guardiola is facing this season, and the Brazilian prospect Vitor Reis. Stay with us until the end to discover all the details that could shape the future of the citizens. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any content about your beloved team. Manchester City, one of Europe's most powerful football clubs, is currently undergoing a transitional phase. Under Pep Guardiola's leadership, the team is striving to get back to winning ways, but is facing unexpected challenges. The 2024-2025 season, which seemed poised to be another successful campaign for the club, has been marked by inconsistency and underwhelming results. Amid this turbulence, a new strategy is taking shape, investing in young talent to revitalize the squad and secure a bright future. Investing in youth is not a new approach for City, but it has gained renewed importance after recent failures on the pitch. Vitor Reis, a promising 19-year-old Brazilian player, has caught the club's attention. With a solid track record at Palmeiras and 18 appearances in Brazil's Serie A, the young forward has already proven his worth by scoring a crucial goal and showing maturity beyond his years. Influential journalist Fabrizio Romano reported that negotiations between Palmeiras and Manchester City are advanced, with a verbal agreement in place for a transfer fee below $40 million. If all goes as planned, Reis will undergo medical examinations in the coming weeks and sign with the English club, joining one of the world's most competitive leagues. This acquisition represents more than just adding another player to the squad. It symbolizes a shift in mindset, a renewed focus on long-term development amid the relentless pressure for immediate results. While attempting to steer Manchester City's recovery, Pep Guardiola is also facing a delicate personal situation. After more than 3 decades together, he and his wife, Cristina, have chosen to part ways. Despite the separation, their relationship remains amicable. They shared their decision with friends and family, but have kept a low profile, spending the last Christmas together with their 3 children. Cristina, who splits her time between Barcelona and London managing her business ventures, will continue her independent life, while Guardiola concentrates on City's performance. Despite the emotional upheaval, the manager remains focused on the next challenge against Brentford, striving to balance his professional ambitions with personal stability. Guardiola is renowned for his passion for football and meticulous attention to detail. However, even the most brilliant tacticians are not immune to personal trials. The separation has offered him a fresh perspective on life outside the sport, highlighting the importance of balancing professional success with personal well-being. A critical factor behind City's inconsistent season has been the lack of strategic investment during the summer transfer window. Trusting in the strength of his existing squad, Guardiola opted not to make significant additions. However, a series of injuries destabilized the team, exposing the need for reinforcements. Rodri, one of the most influential players, was sidelined for an extended period. His absence was deeply felt, as he had been pivotal to the club's dominance in previous seasons. The aging of key players has also become a pressing issue, prompting Guardiola to reconsider his initial stance. Acknowledging his mistake, the manager has hinted at changes for the January transfer window. Among the top targets is Abdulkadir Husanov, a promising center-back expected to cost $33.6 million. Another potential signing is Omar Marmoush, a forward from Eintracht Frankfurt, who could provide depth and versatility in attack. Additionally, veteran Kyle Walker has been granted permission to explore new opportunities in the market. Despite the highs and lows, Guardiola continues to receive praise from his peers. Brentford's manager, Thomas Frank, described Guardiola as the best coach in the world, emphasizing his unique ability to adapt and innovate during challenging times. Frank acknowledged that no team is immune to dips in form, but regards Guardiola as an exception, capable of overcoming adversity with creativity. Frank commended Guardiola's remarkable consistency, having led City for over 6 years, a rare feat in modern football. Both managers share an uncommon longevity in the Premier League, but Frank believes Guardiola's journey is far from over. He's an inspiration. Even in tough moments, he finds ways to turn weaknesses into strengths, said the Brentford boss. Following a challenging stretch, including just one win in 13 games, Manchester City appears to have regained momentum. Consecutive victories over Leicester City and West Ham United, along with a commanding win against Salford City, have renewed optimism within the squad. Guardiola, however, remains cautious. He stresses that consistency is the key to sustaining a turnaround. Winning 3 games is a good start, but it's not enough. We need to prove ourselves continuously, he remarked in a recent interview. The upcoming clash against Brentford promises to be a true test. Brentford, under Frank's leadership, has earned a reputation for frustrating Premier League giants. For Guardiola, the challenge is about more than just securing points. It's about reaffirming City's winning identity and restoring the confidence of a team that not long ago dominated English football with authority. Over the past decade, Manchester City has set a standard of excellence, collecting domestic and international trophies under the inspired leadership of Pep Guardiola. However, lessons from the current season demonstrate that sustained success relies on balancing experience with youth. For Guardiola, building a dynamic squad requires a multifaceted approach, nurturing young prospects, adapting tactics to circumstances, and, above all, cultivating a resilient mindset. The case of Vitor Reis perfectly illustrates this emerging philosophy. The arrival of the young Brazilian forward marks a new phase of investment in raw talent. The choice of Reis, a player still developing but brimming with potential, reflects City's long-term strategy. His experience in Brazil, competing at a high level with Palmeiras, offers hope that he can quickly adapt to the frenetic pace and physical intensity of the Premier League. Integrating young players like Reis is no automatic process. Guardiola, known for his tactical demands, values intelligence and learning ability as much as technical skill. Under his guidance, players like Phil Foden and Erling Haaland have evolved into key pillars of the team. The question now is whether Vitor Reis can follow a similar path, adjusting to the demands of faster, more rigorous football. Since Guardiola's arrival, Manchester City's culture has been shaped by a philosophy of ball possession, tactical dominance, and defensive intensity. However, the 2024-2025 season has exposed weaknesses that must be addressed to prevent future performance dips. While veteran players provide leadership, gradual succession planning is essential. Guardiola acknowledges that while experience is advantageous, an aging squad may struggle with recovery and consistency across a demanding season. The mistake was believing we could do the same with the group we had, Guardiola admitted. After multiple injuries and a series of tough games, we realized we needed more energy and fresh ideas. This self-reflection is typical of Guardiola. He never rests on past successes and constantly seeks new solutions. The challenge is finding the perfect balance, maintaining the team's identity while embracing necessary evolution. This is the context in which players like Vitor Reis and Abdulkader Hussanov will be tested. Expectations are high that their contributions will reinvigorate key areas of the squad, adding new dimensions to Guardiola's style of play. One often overlooked factor in a team's performance slump is psychology. Guardiola understands that consecutive wins breed complacency, while a string of defeats can erode confidence. Emotional balance within the squad is as vital as physical preparation. We've won the Premier League 4 times in a row and reached the Champions League final. That creates massive expectations, Guardiola explained. But what people don't see is the mental burden of maintaining that level. It's not easy to start again every year with the same hunger. This insight has led the manager to focus more on strengthening the team's mental resilience. With the help of sports psychology experts, Manchester City is working to restore collective belief. Small victories build cumulative confidence, and it is this momentum Guardiola aims to sustain. The upcoming clash with Brentford, led by the astute Thomas Frank, presents one of the most significant challenges since City's return to form. Frank's side is known for its defensive discipline and rapid transitions, a style designed to frustrate possession-based teams. Brentford has proven a thorn in the side of top clubs in previous seasons, and Guardiola is well aware of the threat. Every match is a new test. It's not enough to win. We need to show consistency and a winning mentality, Guardiola emphasized in a press conference. Brentford are well coached, and Thomas Frank is an outstanding manager. We need to be at our best. Preparation for the match includes tactical adjustments to avoid the mistakes that cost valuable points in past encounters. Additionally, Guardiola is focused on a more solid defense and quicker transitions from midfield to attack. the involvement of newly integrated young talents could prove decisive in maintaining momentum. Looking ahead, Manchester City stands at a pivotal moment. With renewed emphasis on young talent and strategic signings, the club has the tools to reclaim its position at the pinnacle of world football. However, the lessons learned from recent missteps must remain central to their approach. Guardiola, with his relentless pursuit of excellence, will continue to be the architect of an evolving team, but it will take a collective effort from players, directors, and coaching staff to ensure the promise of a bright future becomes a reality. One of the fundamental pillars for sustaining the success of any team is the presence of strong leadership both on and off the pitch. For Manchester City, veterans like Kevin De Bruyne and Kyle Walker have played crucial roles over the years. However, with the natural aging of these players, Guardiola faces the challenge of preparing new leaders who can inherit the responsibility of guiding the team. The imminent departure of Kyle Walker, who has been granted permission to explore new opportunities, symbolizes an inevitable transition. The decision to let him go reflects not only respect for the player, but also the necessity of renewing the team's backbone. Guardiola must identify figures capable of leading by example and by voice, especially in moments of adversity. Ruben Dias, with his strong personality and unwavering demeanor, emerges as a natural candidate for this key role. However, leadership is not solely about experience. Young players like Phil Foden and Erling Haaland demonstrate that performance on the pitch and a competitive attitude are powerful ways to inspire teammates. Guardiola values these qualities and understands that the next cycle for City will depend on a balanced mix of youthful energy and accumulated wisdom. Every young player joining an elite club faces the weight of expectations. In the case of Vitor Reis, this pressure will be amplified by Manchester City's recent history of success and the significant investment made in his signing. Guardiola is known for his patience in developing new talent, but fans and the media can be relentless in demanding immediate results. The Catalan manager has already made it clear that Reis will be introduced gradually to the first team. He is young, very talented, but still learning, Guardiola stated in an interview. We need to give him time to adapt to our style and the intensity of the Premier League. Reis's transition will be closely monitored, and he will have the support of experienced mentors within the squad. This careful approach is not just about avoiding physical overload, but also about protecting the player's confidence. Guardiola knows that every minute played in high-pressure situations can shape or break the career of an emerging prospect. Modern football demands more than technical skills and physical fitness. It requires a near-chameleon-like ability to adapt. This season has exposed gaps in City's strategic planning, particularly regarding squad depth and preparedness for unexpected injuries. The prolonged absence of Rodri, one of the team's most important players, highlighted an over-reliance on key figures. Guardiola, long proud of his tactical innovation, publicly admitted that he should have strengthened the squad in the summer. The lack of new signings left vulnerabilities that more aggressive and well-prepared opponents exploited. His brutal honesty about his own mistakes reflects the philosophy that has made Guardiola one of the greatest managers in football history. We've learned a lot this season, he said. You never stop learning in football. The important thing is to react and find solutions. Off the pitch, Manchester City is renowned for its innovative approach to club management. From investing in state-of-the-art training infrastructure to incorporating advanced performance analytics, City Football Group continues to lead global trends. Guardiola, with his passion for detail, has been an enthusiastic proponent of using data to make more precise tactical decisions. The integration of advanced statistics into decision-making, combined with the manager's intuition, creates a significant competitive edge. The signing of Vitor Reis, for example, was based not only on his performances in Brazil, but also on metrics highlighting his finishing ability, intelligent movement, and quick adaptation to different game situations. Regardless of how the 2024-2025 season ends, Guardiola's legacy at Manchester City is already secure. He has not only brought trophies but also redefined the club's style of play, raising the standard of English football as a whole. His insistence on technical quality, ball possession, and coordinated pressing has shaped a generation of coaches and players. Guardiola's impact goes beyond tactics. He has inspired a mentality of excellence that will continue to guide City even after his eventual departure. Every player who has passed through his hands leaves with a deeper understanding of what it means to be a professional committed to constant evolution. As Manchester City moves forward, the mission is clear. Learn from mistakes, invest wisely, and integrate young talent to ensure long-term sustainable success. The balance between experience and youth, strong leadership, and tactical innovation will be the foundation for the next chapters of this powerful story. Football is cyclical, and even the greatest champions face moments of decline. What defines a great team is not the absence of difficulties, but the ability to overcome them. Under Guardiola's leadership, Manchester City has shown it is a team willing to reinvent itself and rise stronger with every challenge. So, what do you think of Manchester City's decisions and Pep Guardiola's next steps? The transfer market is heating up, and new developments promise to make the season even more exciting. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to leave a like, share it with your friends, and comment below which player you'd like to see in a City shirt. And of course, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button now to stay updated on everything in the world of football. See you next time.